Hi, my name is Winnie Dunn, and I'm Professor and Chair at the University of Kansas, Department of Occupational Therapy Education. We got a lot of questions from people about how to use the sensory profile too, and so I'm trying to answer some of the most frequently asked ones for you in this podcast. This podcast is about how you deal with two different sets of scores from two different teachers on the school companion. Click to the next slide and see what I have to say. I have assessed a child in two different classroom settings and have gotten very different results. How do I explain this? One of the most important factors in understanding sensory processing is embracing the importance of context. Settings, by their very nature, have sensory qualities. Some settings are friendly to a person's sensory needs, while other settings might push us to the edge of our ability to manage. So when you have two different contexts, like two classroom settings, the most important thing to do is a task analysis of what is expected in those two settings, and then you can analyze how the sensory patterns the child presents might be relevant to that setting and not relevant to another one. You can also do this comparing home to school, where there are obvious differences like self-care at home and not at school, or having other children to look at to figure out what to do at school, but not having those visual cues at home, making a task more difficult. So think about context when you get those different scores, rather than thinking about who's right or wrong. Everyone's right when they're talking about what the child does in their context.